Hey, welcome to the Huntsville Hustle podcast, brought to you by the good folks at Vandy's Heating and Air. If you have any kind of trouble with your HVAC system, he's the guy. Give him a call. He's got a great team. Those folks will treat you right. They're going to try to sell you a bunch of extra stuff. They're the move right there if you need help. But today, we got an awesome guest, and he's bringing something to Huntsville that's very cool, but he's also going to bring a ton of experience, passion, and community. That's what he is all about. So, Dave Sears, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here, man. Good to connect. Glad that we got to connect a few weeks ago and have lunch and talk about everything in South Huntsville.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm really excited about not only your place opening up, but you yourself personally and your family. We're glad to have you here. So let's get into it. So you're opening up Storia Deli is the name of the place. If you guys haven't heard of it, just in case I have, what do you want them to know about Storia Deli in case they haven't heard about it?
Yeah, so we're bringing. We had a world-class deli in northern Michigan that we sold a couple years ago to come down here and really give our kids a better future here in Huntsville. So we've been working for about a year and a half now to get this similar concept, but even taking it up a couple notches from what we had in Michigan. And we're opening up this authentic, world-class New York deli and Italian market that this city has been screaming for a long time. So we can't wait to show Huntsville what we're bringing. It's going to be fantastic.
There you go. I mean, that's a crazy move. You guys were doing. It's not like you had a failing business. You're like, let's go try this in another state. You guys were thriving up there. It's just to give the kids a better life. It's amazing what you do as a parent, right?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it really was a calling for us. I mean, Alabama was not on the bingo card, so to speak. But we're people of faith first and foremost, and we just felt like God was calling our family to be here, and we couldn't be happier to be in Huntsville. Huntsville's been a great town for us. Been here 2 years now, and we absolutely love it.
excellent. So, yes, you guys you're located down in South Huntsville, across from the old Grissom, which I was telling someone the other day. It'll be 40 years from now. I'll be selling across from the old Grissom. They're like, man, come on, let's get some updated. But it used to be
It's
Youth
still
Fit. It
got
was
the
Daily Cool
stone there.
Fitness. You guys know, and
Yeah, the
yeah, right there,
Grissom High School
right
stone's
there.
still there.
That's it, right next to the police station, right there. If you have trouble right there, you go right over there. So, and when they walk into Storia, what do you want them to feel the first time they walk into that deli?
Yeah, you're definitely going to feel this isn't just a run-of-the-mill mom and pop deli. We're a world-class, national award-winning deli. We're the very first Boar's Head market distinction in the entire Southeast. You say Boar's Head, well, everybody has Boar's Head. Well, not everybody's going to have what we have. We're going to have some really special and unique stuff. And we can't wait to share more of those details as we get a little bit closer to opening, but we will have some very unique and different things that you won't find in any other markets anywhere in the region. And quite honestly, we're going to be able to sell some stuff that you're not going to see anywhere in the Southeast. So there's only 25 markets that are sanctioned nationwide. It's a really high privilege. In fact, I just came back this morning, late this morning, so I'm on about 2.5 hours sleep. It's great. It's fantastic. A little coffee and you're good to go. But was down collaborating with some of the world's best deli owners, most of them from New York City, and we just have a collaboration team. We just work together and share ideas, and it's just like this learning lab, and it's just so fantastic. And so we got to go and just do a lot of collaboration. So yeah, we're fresh mozzarella. We're making fresh mozzarella right in front of customers. Like nobody does that here. But in New York, they do it everywhere. So there's all sorts of things that we're going to have that are going to be completely unique to Huntsville. 8,100 square feet, specialty niche Italian market and deli, cafe, Lavazza coffee shop. I mean, we're making 30 made from scratch deli salads and meals to go items every day. It's going to be just simply amazing.
All right, man. You get me hungry just thinking about this place. I can't be talking to you too long. So maybe, yeah, just a little bit of coffee. I bet it was from Asia. You taught me a little something. So if you guys want to know about coffee, you got to sit down with Dave, have lunch with him, let him tell you a little bit about coffee. He's an expert on coffee too. That's what's going to bring that to the deli and all that good stuff for the marketplace too. So Storia is a pretty unique name. It's not your last name. What's the story behind the name?
Yeah, Storia is Italian for story, and it's really funny. It's almost 15 plus years ago we came up with the name Storia for another concept we were going to start. Just never pulled the trigger on it. And so when we came down here, I was trying to think of what do I want to do, and my wife said, "Hey, what about that Storia name that you were going to use 15 plus years ago?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that'd be great." And we were already talking about doing an Italian themed market, and so really, Storia is Italian for story, and our slogan has nothing to do with food. Our slogan is everyone has a story and every story matters. And we actually have a gold one right in the middle of our O of our logo. And that's to remember that every one story matters. And so really, yes, we're going to have world-class food. We will have the best sandwiches, salads, pizzas, coffee shop anywhere in the state of Alabama. However, none of that matters if we don't take care of people. And so at the heart and soul of what we're about It's about people. It's about our team. It's about our community. It's about our customers. And I'm just old fashioned. I just, handshake, we just treat people well. We take care and we treat them like family. And we go above and beyond. If the goal's here, we want to be here. And so people really is the center point of everything that we do.
Even you were explaining to me, you don't have employees. Tell me how you describe how what other people would call employees.
Yeah, and you can see it around our website. We don't hire employees and we don't have managers. And there's a huge difference between an employee and a manager and a team member and a team leader. And so we're very, very intentional about our language. So we have team members and we always work in a team environment. And so we laugh a lot. We have a lot of fun. Now the standard's really high, but we treat people, we give them training, we pay them well, we give them great benefits. We'll have some of the best paying benefits of any service industry here in Huntsville, and we're unapologetic about that. We're going to offer high quality products. We're going to offer world class service, and we're going to pay our people well. And I just people respond well to that. We've seen it over and over again. We don't have the turnover, everybody. We're already. I mean, I need to hire 50 to 70 people, and we've already got almost 20 hired already. Almost several months from being even starting, we've got 20 people that have already said yes. And they're 20 fantastic people, and I've got more interviews this week still. So yeah, it really is about people and how we treat our people. So going back to your question, employee manager, an employee comes in for a paycheck. It's a job for them. It's just a job. We don't we're not the place for a job. Like we want you to come in, work hard, have a great attitude, smile, and we work in a team environment where if somebody's struggling, we all jump in and help them out. A manager walks around and says, hey, because of the name, my title, you do what I say. A team leader comes around and says, hey, let's do this together. Let me coach you. Let me show you. It's more of that coach mentality of let me show you. We don't yell. We don't do write-ups. Like it's just a completely different mentality than what you'd see definitely in the service industry.
See, now I know why you have a reputation for building great teams. Yeah, that's one of the things that you brought here is your ability to build a strong team. Are there certain characteristics you're looking for in an employee? Like what's the secret sauce, or you can't even tell us?
Yeah. Well, yeah, really. I mean, for us, we hire for character, not for competency. Nothing we do is rocket science. We can train anybody on anything. I could even train you, Joe. I mean, this is how easy it is to do.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I could make you the best sandwich maker, latte maker in the world. But no, we really look for people that they're not job hopping. Like if you've had, some of these younger adults, like they've had 4, 5, 6 jobs and they're 17 years old. It's like we're looking for people that want to stay for a little bit and want to enjoy. We've hired a lot of teenagers and they're fantastic, but we really look for people that, smile, have good attitudes, like enjoy coming into work. They work hard. They want to work in a team environment. And then we just take really, really good care of them where they never want to leave. Even in the service industry where we came from in Traverse City, Michigan, really, really difficult market to staff. And we were fully staffed during COVID. We were fully staffed during all the times where it's been really, really hard. We were fully staffed during those times. And it's because people enjoy coming into work. It's not like, oh, I got to go into work today. No, it's like, this is my family. Like I love coming into work. And I do a lot of consulting on the side too. And I tell business owners all the time, like they don't want to pay people. It's like, oh, I can't really pay them, more than $10 an hour. I can't make money. I'm like, you can't afford not to pay them better because you don't understand the cost of turnover. You hear service industry, they're turning over staff left and right. It can't keep anybody. We were having this discussion yesterday in some of our sessions down in Florida. And really the key is like pay them well, give them good. I mean, we give great benefits, fantastic benefits for a service industry job. And then just create a great work environment where you support them, encourage them. And, even when they're having a bad day, it's like, hey, how can we help you? Like what you doing okay? And try to encourage them, hey, you got this, you can do this. We got your side, we got your back. So yeah, that's just really the secret sauce that when we had our market in Michigan, first of all, we won 2 congressional awards for how well we treated our people and how many jobs we created in the state of Michigan. And so, but if you stood by the register at our place in Michigan, every 5 minutes somebody would walk up to the register and they would say, something's different here. I don't even know what it is. Something's different here. Like you're always fully staffed. The store's always clean. The food's always good. Your staff's always friendly. And again, it goes back to people. And it starts at hiring. Like I'm really picky with hiring. We hire good people and we keep them.
There you go, man. If you're a business owner, would you like to have some of that in your life? I know that's all. I talked to a lot of business owners that hiring is one of the biggest pain points out there. So, hey,
well,
Dave can help you out. He can help.
I actually enjoy, just like you do, Joe. I mean, I love helping other small business owners, independents. Like So if you're struggling, just reach out to Joe. He can get you in contact with me. We'll sit down and have coffee. I'll give you some free advice. Like, I don't charge. I just want to see other small business owners thrive, just like you're doing, Joe, and even in this podcast. How we treat our people is so important.
There you go.
That translates to the customer, because when your team is happy, then they're going to give better service. They're going to do a better job for you. Therefore, your customer's going to be happy. Therefore, the customer's spending more money in your store. They're coming back more frequently. It's a good business decision.
And we've all walked into places where it's the opposite, and you can immediately feel that as well. So when you walk in, you just feel good somewhere, you are going to stay and you're going to spend more money. That's just good business sense right there. So I know people think right now, well, I'm thinking, hey, maybe I'm going to quit this fitness thing. How do I come work for you? How do I apply for a job?
Yeah, so just go right to our website, StoriaDeli.com, and on the top right, there's a link that says join our team, and gives you a little bit of information about what to expect working for Storia. We've got some testimonials in there from some of our former team members in Michigan, and then there's an application at the bottom, as well as another page that sort of talks about our work culture. Our 4 core values are: we honor God, we're unapologetic. You don't have to be a person of faith to come work for us. When we say honor God, it's like we treat people with dignity. We do the right thing. We don't cut corners. We don't lie. We do the right thing up front. Like, that's to us what honoring God looks like for us. And then we love people. Like, you got to like people. If you don't like people, whether you're front of the house or back of the house, it doesn't matter. You got to like people, because you're always around people. And 3, we pursue excellence. Like, everything we do, we want to do with excellence. To me, that honors God and that honors our customers. We pursue excellence. I'm the guy that notices the light bulb out in the ceiling, the dust in the corner. Like, I like things being done right. And then 4th, choose joy. We want, joy is a choice, right? And so everybody's got stuff that's going on, but we really, we want to have a good work environment. People enjoy being there. And those are our 4 core values, and you'll see those on our website.
That sounds like a pretty awesome place to work right there. That's pretty good right there. You've had kind of a process getting this thing open. It's kind of some setbacks here and there. Was there ever a moment you're like, I'm just going to give up. This is too much. Go back to Michigan. Go back to our roots. Would you ever have that moment?
Yeah, I wasn't going back to Michigan, but there were several moments. One of the pros and the cons, we're a boom town, right? We were growing like leaps and bounds in Huntsville, which is fantastic for business unless you're looking for a building that is large enough. And so we had a real challenge finding the right building for our location. Had a couple attempts that just didn't work out. And so we're thrilled with where we're at. We're thrilled with our location. Everything's good. We should be starting construction here in a few weeks and hope to be open by later this summer. But yeah, there definitely was some times where, there's been a few times this year where I'm like, okay, I'm going to go do something else. I try to give it my best effort, and maybe this isn't for me. And again, that's just where my faith comes into play. And I just felt like God kept telling me, like, no, keep pursuing this. Like, this, it's going to work out. And, to me, again, without my faith, I'm nothing. And so, yeah, there were several times I wanted to give up. But I think if you talk to any leader that has accomplished anything, they've been through some stuff. They've had to go through hurdles, to get to where they're at. And there might be a few people that had a silver spoon when they were born and just had the luck. But I'm sure, Joe, you got a few times where you wanted to throw in the towel and like, this isn't worth it. And you just stick to it. It's just discipline and courage.
Almost every morning when my alarm goes off at 4, I'm like, I should do something else. But then I remember having a real job, and I'm never going back to have a real job, right?
What's that 9 to 5 at now?
Yeah, I'm unemployable at this point.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty cool place. You mentioned it's boomtown, things are going on. What excites you most about being here?
I think as a business owner, how business friendly this town is. The city of Huntsville has been absolutely fantastic to work with. We understand as a city that jobs create tax revenue, and tax revenue pays roads and builds schools and, pays salaries and all the stuff that we all depend on, and it's really, really nice being in a very pro-business city that is supportive, helpful. I talk to guys all the time about like how long it takes to get a permit, in some of these other cities in the U.S. And like, you're talking about months sometimes to get a permit. Here, you can get permits in days or weeks, depending on the situation. So it's just a very, very pro-business town, and people are friendly. The crime rate is low. To me, there's just not a super unsafe place anywhere in our city. There's obviously places you have to be a little bit careful, but like when you lived in Chicago and you've been in New York and LA and some of these other places, like we have a truly beautiful community of people that live here.
It's like, you mentioned community. You're big on community. You're not just someone's going to come in and provide food and products for people. Why is community so important to you?
Again, it goes back to basic business economics 101, right? When you take care of the community takes care of you. And I mean, I've already had naysayers like, "Oh, you'll never make it on Bailey Cove." I'm like, if you knew how many naysayers I had in the past, it's like, if you run a solid business, it doesn't matter where you're at, right? There's a pizzeria on the other side of town that's in the middle of a cornfield, and he's doing pretty well over there. So it's just location is important, but like if you've got a solid business model, people will come, and we're going to be a destination location. We'll have people coming from all over the state to visit us because nobody's doing what we're doing, quite honestly, anywhere in the Southeast. You can't find what we're doing even in Atlanta. It's really special. And we hope to grow this, but, we got to get this first one going and get it going well. But yeah, we love giving back to the community and being a valued part of the community. And we do a lot of that through our team members. Like when it comes to donations, the way we do our donations is we donate to our team member causes and things that they're passionate about. So it's just, when they come to us and say, "Hey, I'm on the lacrosse team at Grissom High, and we're doing this fundraiser," I'm like, "Okay, what do you need?" And we generally try to take care of them as much as possible. So we give back a lot again because we care. I mean, it's just the basics of business. You take care of your community that you're in.
See, that's the advantage of a local small business, right? Some big corporation, probably not going to do that. But a local guy, you can talk to Dave himself. You're not going to go through a bunch of channels. He's the guy, right? So you've had all these ups and downs. I mean, through your life, through your business, through your family, all these things going on. What keeps you motivated through all that?
To me, I just wake up every day grateful. I just realize like the worst person in the United States has it better than probably 80% of the world's population. And I think when you keep things into perspective and I realized how blessed I am as a husband and a father, and how blessed I am to live in the United States, to where we have all these freedoms that, again, 80% of the world would do anything to have our worst day. But when you wake up with a heart of gratitude, it's really hard to have a bad day. So again, my faith drives me, gratitude drives me, and I have a purpose to help people. And when you have those things, like even on your bad days, like it's okay. Like, yeah, we all have those bad days, but yeah, that really is what motivates me is my faith, people, generosity, and gratitude.
Fantastic. And I mean, it's even in your mission statement. Like, you choose joy. Like, joy is not based on circumstances, right? You get to wake up every day and choose that joy. So I love that you live it out in your own life, because you faced adversity for sure, and you're living it out. So we're going to go to the rapid fire section right now. It's going to be brought to you by the Huntsville Hub. If you need to get some office space, if you need somewhere to go work, co-work, you can focus on your business. Let them handle the rest. Go take a tour. Kelly is awesome over there. She's also a local small business owner. She'll take great care of you. And she knows everybody. Don't you want to meet her? She knows everybody. So let's go to these few questions right here. So when this thing does come out, this deli comes out, what's going to be the favorite sandwich on that menu right there? You just got through back from testing a few. What do you think?
Yeah, in fact, we just got some incredible breads that we're sampling today. So pastrami on rye, by far, we're going to have an authentic New York pastrami on rye. It's going to be fantastic. The pastrami that we're using is fantastic. The breads that we're using are fantastic. So we're known for custom sandwiches. You can come in and create the weirdest combination of sandwiches that you can ever imagine. I'm looking at making that sandwich. I'm like, I would never eat that. And this guy's out there is like, yeah, he's making my pickle pastrami, jalapeno, hot honey, like whatever. And then we don't even do all that. But those custom sandwiches are really what people love because we make what they love.
Wow, there you go. So you never know. You can't account for taste. Let people choose a few things here and there.
Absolutely.
You've had a lot of mentors over the year. What's some of the best advice you've ever been given?
Yeah, definitely. A mentor back probably in my early 20s really helped me see. I mean, I grew up sort of old school with some of the, old school mentality, especially in the 90s, where you just, I don't know, it just wasn't people. And then I went and worked with this one guy, and like he showed me the value of treating people well. And I think over anything, it's just really caring for people. And when you care for people, like you don't ever have to worry about your back because everybody's got your back, and to me that's the greatest thing that I've had mentors that have poured into me. And I have a ton of mentors in my life speaking into me. I don't make a big decision without reaching out to my mentor group and saying, hey, here's what I'm thinking. What do you think? So we're created for community. And, we're created to have other people. I try to be the dumbest person in the room, which is not real hard, but I try to have a lot smarter people around me and, put people around me that in areas where maybe I'm not as strong, but yeah, definitely loving people.
Yeah, you got to have it. You got to have the village, right? Even as adults. So
Absolutely.
you work with a lot of new business owners as well, help them kind of get things off the ground. What's something they all tend to underestimate when they're getting started?
Yeah, I think definitely timing. It always takes longer than you think.
Yeah.
It costs more and takes more time than you think. And And really, again, that staffing piece is really hard for a lot of people, but that's why I love to come along and help people out with what that looks like. But yeah, just the time it takes, the time and the money. Everything's more expensive now than it should be. More expensive than it was 5 years ago for sure. Double, what everything was. But goodness, I was looking at a pair of shoes the other day. Like I could have swore I bought a pair similar last year. It was like $60. Now they're $140. So it's like everything in this world is increasing in price. And so, yeah, so.
Yep.
Time
and money. The two classics right there, right? So I know it's going to be hard to predict. You're going to have so many items in this place when you open up, but what do you think is going to be one of the best-selling items when you open?
Well, our custom sandwich is definitely our best-selling. One of the things that we're going to do super unique is just the fresh mozzarella that we do and that we make. So you can come in and we'll make fresh mozzarella, 1 to 3 times a day. You can come in and get warm mozzarella balls, and there's just nothing better than fresh made mozzarella every day. But custom sandwiches, our desserts, we'll have the best dessert case anywhere in Huntsville. All of our desserts are Italian recipes. They're just fantastic. I'm a tiramisu snob, and we have some of the best tiramisu ever. So we have a phenomenal line of desserts: cannoli bar, New York bagel bar, all sorts of fun things. There's so much I can share, but I'm going to wait a little bit on sharing some of it.
Man, see, I'm telling, it's around lunchtime we're recording this. I'm just starving. You're killing me, Dave. You're killing me. So what's your best, you mentioned it earlier, what's your kind of best guesstimate when you guys will be able to open?
Yeah, we hope to open by end of summer. So we'll probably around the September timeframe is what we're shooting for. Once we start construction, we'll have a pretty solid date on that. So we're hoping by the end of summer we can be open. So it'll go pretty quick once we're started.
Good deal. Yeah, it'd be football season. Can you imagine being the guy bringing fresh mozzarella to the tailgate or the football party? You'd be a hero. You'd be a hero, man. Come on. So I love to ask our guests, what can our podcast community to support you? What's something we can do to help?
Yeah, I think just spreading the word. Clearly, we're a new business. We've got our social media accounts out there. In fact, I took a social media session yesterday, and I know a little bit, but I'm still learning. We've been doing a lot of social media, obviously, but just continuing to learn about that. But just spreading the word. Go out and follow our social media pages, forward our message, let other people know that we're coming, because there's a lot of people still, there's a lot of people in the city, and there's a lot that still don't know that we're coming. And every day I talk to people we had no idea you were coming. It's great. We can't wait. We've been looking for a New York deli for the longest time. And so yeah, just share the word. That's the greatest thing. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X. We're getting ready to jump on YouTube as well. So we'll be on all the platforms.
Oh, there you go. I've been in business 16 years. People still like, hey, well, I never heard of that. I was like, I got to do a better job. Come on, man. 16 years is still, at least you haven't even opened yet. They hadn't heard of you. I've been here for a minute. What is the website one more time?
StoriaDeli.com.
There you go. And we'll link all this in show notes, all the social media, all the websites. You can go in there. You can apply for jobs. You can definitely follow them on social media. Number one, you're going to get educated on some cool stuff that's coming. And then you'll be the first ones to know when they're going to open up. So make sure you get on there and follow those. So Dave, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming to Huntsville. Thanks for choosing us. We're excited to have you here. Can't wait for you guys to open and get things rolling.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate your time and glad to be on your podcast, and look forward to meeting our community.
Absolutely. Yes. If you guys are listening right now, please share the word. Let's help get the word out about Storia Deli opening up, get some people applying for jobs over there. Hey, it's going to be a great place to work, and you want to be there. It'll be the hot place when it opens up. I'd like to thank our sponsors, too. We got Vandy's Heating and Air. You got Huntsville Homely. They do Homely Huntsville, rather. The newsletter, you can find out what's going on. They'll launch about when Storia opens. It'll be in there as well. They like to keep up on the news. And then the Huntsville Hub, if you need some co-worker space, get in there and network with Kelly as well. Thank you for sponsoring. Appreciate you guys listening. Please keep spreading the word. Keep supporting these local small businesses, and let's keep growing together. And we'll see you guys next week on the Huntsville Hustle podcast.